around Lowery Provincial Park. This is my first time here. Finding it was interesting. There isn't really a lot of signage, so GPS was a very big help. It's about 9:30-ish, and I'm going to be doing the perimeter loop today, and I'm going to be going clockwise, so we will see how that goes. I have a brand new Garmin Instinct watch that I'm going to attempt to figure out how it works to try and get a proper track. So without further ado, let's get ready and get on that trail. So I think if I want to do this clockwise, I'm gonna have to go to the left. Another day I'll do these side trails, but today it's just gonna be the perimeter loop. Spikes and cleats or grips or whatever you want to call them are definitely a must this time of year. She is icy. Alright. So if you want to do the perimeter loop, this is what I'm doing. As long as you keep the trails to your left all the way around, you should be pretty good. Trail seems pretty well blazed. You can see where people without grips might have took a tumble or two. ran into a couple of birders out here. I used to be one of those. Kind of still am. They gave me a hot tip on some birds coming up on the trail here. A couple of wrens, as they said, and one guy mentioned they bushwhacked about 1 kilometer to go get some pileated woodpeckers. So, well, let's see what we can see. It's a little hard to see, but all those things on there that look like pepper, they're snow fleas. They're pretty neat. This whole trail is just covered in snow fleas. All right, we're right there. Keep the trail to your left and it'll be pretty good. Got the tar scared out of me by a freaking grouse. I was a foot off the trail and I almost stepped on him. See a big hill in front of me. We must be getting closer to the views. Now we're going uphill. A lot of uphill. that wasn't so fun. That was definitely a uphill. And we got the lookouts over there. Oh, so I guess if you want the lookouts early, you go counterclockwise. Good to know. Like we're going downhill again, and then we're going uphill again. Maybe I am getting too fat for this crap. Time to burn some calories. Viewpoint. They were, according to my watch, exactly 5 kilometers in. So I'm gonna take a quick break on this bench here and have a snack and take some pictures. In the distance there I can see Calgary. Just left the top there. Some pretty decent views. I had a Nice chat with a couple of people up there. Definitely a popular viewpoint. It's, I think, the only viewpoint, really. On my way back, well, at least on the rest of the trail, I think it's another 2 clicks to get down, or a click and a half, or I don't know, click and 3/4. Something like that. So far, the little watch is actually better than I thought. So we'll get back to the parking lot and I'll read you some of the stats. This is a pretty steep descent here. Shit. I lost one of my cleats. Alright, back to find it. I'll probably come back and do this trail again in the summer when things are a bit more green and not so white and slushy and muddy. Some decent views. So far it's been a pretty good trail. A couple of pretty big upswings when going clockwise, but my fat arse made it up, so it can't be that bad. Definitely a birder's paradise. Birds everywhere. And the woodpeckers, the wrens were going, and a bunch of snow buntings. And we're on our last 2 kilometers. Oh, what's that? Woodpecker. Back to start. I was here 4 hours ago. All right, I'm back in the truck. That was a very long day. So let's go over the stats from what the watch is saying. I did use all trails, but it's being a little buggy. And I did have the geo tracker going, which I will upload to Relive, and I will show you the route right after I give you the stats. So I traveled a total of 7.73 kilometers. Now the trail itself, I think they said is 6.6, but I did a lot of off trail and walking back and forth to the viewpoint and going to find my freaking lost cleat for my grippers. Took a total of 4 hours and 6 minutes. Again, if you really pushed it, you could probably do it in about 2.5. Me, I like to stop and take pictures and videos, so I'm quite slow, so don't go by my time. And it looks like a total elevation gain of 267 meters. Whether or not you can trust that, I don't know, but that's just what the watch is saying, and that's what I'm gonna go by. So, well, not a bad trail. I'm sure in the future I'll figure out a rating system for the trails I do. But for now, let's take a look at my route and show you some of the pictures I took. I'd like to thank you all for watching and stay tuned for more Fish on Alberta.